talking about some long, drawn-out process that requires endless patience and unwavering dedication over the course of years, not months. Forget about meticulously planning every detail of your life months in advance, hoping that your carefully laid plans will actually come to fruition. Seconds, just a handful of seconds, the fleeting moments that often pass by unnoticed, yet hold the potential to reshape your entire future. We're taught change is slow, a gradual process that unfolds over time. We're conditioned to believe that significant transformations require monumental effort and unwavering commitment, but it actually happens in tiny 5-second windows of decision. These are the pivotal moments, the crossroads where you choose your path. In those moments, you either step forward into growth, embracing the unknown and pushing beyond your comfort zone. You choose to challenge yourself, to learn, and to evolve, or retreat into comfort. You succumb to the familiar, the easy, the predictable. You choose to stay where you are, even if it means sacrificing your potential. It's not about grand gestures, those sweeping pronouncements or dramatic life changes that seem so daunting and unattainable. It's about small daily choices, the seemingly insignificant decisions that accumulate over time and ultimately shape your destiny. Getting out of bed when every fiber of your being is screaming for you to stay put. Speaking up even when your voice trembles and your heart pounds in your chest. Going for a run when every muscle in your body aches and you'd rather be anywhere else. Every amazing thing in your life, every accomplishment, every moment of joy and fulfillment started with a decision, a conscious choice to take a step in a new direction, and an action, a tangible step that transformed that decision into reality. The gap between who you are, your current reality, your present limitations, and who you want to be, your aspirational self, the person you envision yourself becoming, is just 5 seconds of hesitation. That brief moment of doubt, fear, or uncertainty that holds you back from taking action. Once you learn to close that gap, to overcome that initial resistance and seize the moment, you unlock a power you never knew you had. A power to transform your life, one 5-second decision at a time. This isn't just motivation, some fleeting burst of enthusiasm that fades as quickly as it ignites. It's neuroscience. It's rooted in the fundamental workings of your brain. Your brain is wired to resist change, to protect you from the unknown and maintain the status quo. But you can use its own mechanisms to your advantage, to rewire your brain and create new pathways that support your goals. The real question isn't if you can change, because the potential for transformation lies within each and every one of us. But if you're willing to count down and act, are you willing to embrace the power of those 5 seconds and take control of your destiny? 5 seconds is all you need, just a few precious moments to make a decision that can alter the course of your life, to interrupt old patterns, those ingrained habits and routines that keep you stuck in a rut, and launch yourself forward, propelling you towards your goals and aspirations. Your new life is waiting, filled with possibilities and opportunities you never thought possible. Just on the other side of a 5-second decision. The choice is yours. Are you ready to count? Are you ready to transform your life 5 seconds at a time? We all have things we know we should do. Deep down, we carry a sense of what's right for us, what will move us forward, and what will bring us closer to the people we want to become. Eat better, nourish our bodies with wholesome foods, exercise, move our bodies and feel the energy surge. Pursue our goals, chase our dreams with unwavering determination. We envision the life we want, the impact we want to make, and the legacy we want to leave behind. But despite knowing what's good for us, what aligns with our values, and what will propel us forward, we hesitate. We pause at the starting line, caught in a web of uncertainty and doubt. The moment you want to act, that pivotal instant when inspiration strikes and motivation ignites. Your brain, in its well-intentioned but often misguided way, tries to stop you. It throws up roadblocks, conjures worst-case scenarios, and whispers doubts in your ear, protecting you from discomfort. It prioritizes immediate ease over long-term growth, favoring the familiar over the unknown. Instincts to act, those initial sparks of motivation, are quickly drowned by excuses, rationalizations, and justifications for inaction, and fears, anxieties that loom large and distort our perception of reality. What if I fail? The dreaded question that paralyzes progress and stifles ambition. What if I look foolish? The fear of judgment, the concern over what others might think, holds us captive in our comfort zones. That 5-second window closes, that brief moment of opportunity, that fleeting chance to seize the initiative, and the opportunity is gone, lost to hesitation and self-doubt. This is the hesitation habit, a deeply ingrained pattern of behavior that keeps us stuck in cycles of inaction, a loop of overthinking and regret, a vicious cycle that perpetuates itself. Overthinking is your brain's favorite way to procrastinate. It's a master of disguise, masquerading as productivity while actually hindering progress. When you hesitate, even for a moment, you give your brain time to magnify risks and paralyze you, turning molehills into mountains and fueling your fears. It's not a character flaw, it's not a sign of weakness, and it's certainly not something to be ashamed of. It's biology. It's the way our brains are wired, a survival mechanism that has evolved over millennia. Your brain is wired to avoid discomfort, to seek pleasure and avoid pain, to conserve energy and minimize risk. But in today's world, that keeps us stuck, preventing us from reaching our full potential and living the lives we truly desire. Every time you hesitate, every time you give in to the urge to procrastinate, you reinforce the habit of retreat, strengthening the neural pathways that lead to inaction. That's how years pass and nothing changes, how dreams fade and opportunities slip away, how we find ourselves stuck in ruts of our own making. The only way out is to break the hesitation habit, to rewire your brain and reclaim your power to act. And that starts with action, with taking that first step, with overriding the urge to hesitate and choosing to move forward, even when it feels uncomfortable. How do you break the cycle of hesitation? You need a tool that interrupts your brain's autopilot. That tool is the 5-second rule. The moment you have an instinct to act, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then move. The countdown shifts your focus from fear to action, overriding hesitation. It's not about feeling ready, it's about acting before your brain talks you out of it. Counting backwards forces you to focus, priming your mind for action. This is how top achievers create momentum, not by waiting for motivation, but by acting. The 5-second rule is your ignition switch. The 5-second rule works because it activates your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making. When you count down, you interrupt fear-based patterns and re-engage conscious control. Hesitation is a habit, but so is action. Each countdown carves a new neural pathway, making action your new default. This is called activation energy, the push you need to start. The countdown lowers the barrier to action. Once you're moving, it's easier to keep going. The rule doesn't do the work for you, but it gets you started. The bias toward immediate action isn't new, it's the secret behind countless success stories. Jeff Bezos left a secure job to start Amazon acting on impulse before fear could stop him. He used a regret minimization mindset. Would he regret not trying? The answer was yes, so he acted. Serena Williams, in the heat of a match, doesn't hesitate, she acts on instinct, not overthinking. Champions train themselves to move in the moment, not wait for certainty. Across every field, from Martin Luther King Jr. to J.K. Rowling, success comes from 5 seconds of courage. It's not the absence of fear, it's acting for 5 seconds in spite of it. One decision, one step can change everything. They chose action over analysis. That's the difference. The 5-second window is where transformation happens. Will you use it? Here's how to use the 5-second rule. When you feel the instinct to act, start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't debate, don't overthink, just count. When you hit 1, physically move. The movement doesn't have to finish the task, but it must start it. Getting out of bed? Throw your legs over the side. Need to speak up? Raise your hand or say the first word. Wanna write? Open your laptop and type the first sentence. The countdown interrupts hesitation and launches you into action. It's simple, immediate, and works in any situation. The key is to act before your brain floods you with excuses. Don't wait for motivation. Create it with movement. Every countdown is a chance to build a new habit. Start now. Want to inject a surge of confidence into your day? The 5-second rule is your secret weapon. It's a simple yet powerful tool to overcome hesitation and propel yourself into action. Build confidence in the 5-second rule by using it on small daily challenges. These seemingly insignificant victories accumulate, creating a foundation of self-assurance that extends to all areas of your life. First, reclaim your morning. Don't let the snooze button dictate your day. Take control from the moment you wake up. When your alarm rings, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up, no snooze. This immediate action sets a positive tone for the entire day, proving to yourself that you have the power to overcome inertia. Second, tackle procrastination. We all face those moments of hesitation, those tasks we dread. The 5-second rule can break that cycle. When you think, I should do this, and feel that familiar resistance creeping in, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take one small step. It's about interrupting the thought pattern and initiating movement. Open the document, even if you don't feel like working on it. Make the call, even if you're nervous about the conversation. Pick up the first item, even if you don't feel like cleaning the entire room. The goal isn't to finish, just to start. Momentum is a powerful force. Once you begin, you're more likely to continue. Third, make tough decisions. Indecision can be paralyzing. The 5-second rule can help you trust your instincts and move forward. When you feel a strong instinct, that gut feeling pulling you in a certain direction, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take one action that aligns with your choice. Don't overthink it, just act. Send the email, even if you're unsure of the response. Make the call, even if it's a difficult conversation. Write it down to solidify your commitment and track your progress. These small acts build the muscle of courage. Each application of the 5-second rule strengthens your ability to overcome fear and hesitation. Each time you act, you prove to yourself you're in control. You're rewriting your internal narrative, replacing doubt with confidence. The more you use the rule, the easier it gets. It becomes second nature, a reflex that propels you forward. Action becomes your new habit. You'll find yourself naturally moving towards your goals, without the usual internal struggle. Start with the little things, and you'll be ready for the big ones. The 5-second rule is a stepping stone to a more confident, decisive, and action-oriented you. 5 seconds is all it takes to change your day, and ultimately, your life. I discovered the 5-second rule at my lowest point. Unemployed, anxious, and stuck. Every morning I'd hit snooze, dreading the day. One night, watching a rocket launch, I thought, what if I launched myself out of bed? The next morning, I counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stood up. It was a tiny victory, but it changed everything. I used the countdown for other things, stopping arguments, searching for jobs, facing fears. Each 5-second decision was a small act of courage. My problems didn't disappear, but I changed my relationship with them. I became an active participant in my own rescue. The rule didn't solve everything, but it gave me the power to start. One 5-second decision at a time, I rebuilt my life. The 5-second rule gave me my life back. It can do the same for you. You have the tool, the science, and the stories. But knowledge isn't power. Action is. The gap between your current life and your dream life is waiting to be closed. Think of one thing you've been putting off. Something that would change your life if you started. Picture it. Feel the instinct to act. Don't let fear or overthinking win. This is your moment. Be brave for 5 seconds. Promise yourself. Next time you feel the urge to act, count down and move. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Take the first step. Start. Change happens in a 5-second window. Your life is calling. Answer it.